The Bubble is the brand new Netflix original film coming out today, directed and written by Judd Apatow. And the film stars Karen Gillan, Iris Apatow, Pedro Pascal, Leslie Mann, David Duchovny, Keegan Michael Key, Fred Armisen, Kate McKinnon, Maria Bakalova, a lot more, and Peter Serafinovich, and stars a group of actors and actresses stuck inside of a pandemic bubble at a hotel attempting to complete a film. The film is 2 hours and 6 minutes and is rated R. Welcome back to a brand new movie review here at Max Talks Movies. We're talking The Bubble, which is on Netflix. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, movie rankings, and box office breakdown shows. So please subscribe, ring the bell if you're new to the channel. I've already reviewed another Netflix movie earlier today. I'll talk about that at the end of the video. Please comment down below. First off, if you've seen The Bubble, tell me, where's this stack up for you in the filmography of Judd Apatow? And also, if you have not seen the film, you are going to check it out this weekend on Netflix. There's a lot coming out, including 2 Netflix films today. Morbius is out, so let me know where you're going to check out this weekend. And please like the video, guys. The thumbs up button. That's how you support this channel in the best way. So, and I'll go with my positive. I'll give you my background on the movie, my positives, my negatives, and my score. So it's a Judd Apatow movie with an absolute stacked cast. So I was excited. I know I don't see Judd Apatow as the comedic, top tier comedic person. He's done some great things from a directing point of view. Love the 40-Year-Old Virgin, Knocked Up, This Is 40, Trainwreck. Those are really, really, really good comedic films and seen as some of the greatest comedic films of the last 20 years. Obviously, he's got a great cast, including obviously his wife and one of his 2 daughters in the film. But this is a stacked cast. As I said, Karen Gillan is the lead actress, but you also have Pedro Pascal and Keegan Michael Key, and Leslie Mann and Fred Armisen, and all of these people are in the movie, and these all comedic geniuses. You're kind of like, what could possibly go wrong? Now, the one thing I was nervous about is I knew the plot that would have to deal with the pandemic. Now, if you're someone who wants to watch a movie that has nothing to do with the pandemic, this movie will not be for you, because this movie is very head-on in a satirical way, dealing with the pandemic, because it is the plot of the movie. All these actors, the film that they're making is one of the 2 films. This is in the film. Sorry, it's so confusing, the satirical stuff. But these characters in the movie are making the one of 2 films working at the time. And they're in this pandemic. They're in a hotel. They're quarantining. So if you're not into that at all, then I probably would not want to watch this movie, because there's masks, there's COVID tests that happen. So if you're not into any of that stuff, I would not recommend it. But let's get into my positives first. And the biggest positive with the film, which kind of keeps this film at least watchable for the most part, is the cast. This is truly an ensemble of top tier comedic and just actors in general. The favorite, I thought there was like 3 good performances compared to everyone else. Pedro Pascal is not shockingly great. He plays a character named Dieter, and his banter and chemistry with Marie Bakalova, who's coming off her Borat 2 success. They have shockingly really great chemistry. And I thought that was the funniest bit of the whole movie, the Pedro Pascal, Marie Bakalova dynamic. Sadly, she's not in the movie that much. So when you get it, it's funny, but she's not in the movie that much. And then I also thought Keegan Michael Key was also really good. He's been doing it feels like a lot of Netflix movies. But he is, again, really, I love Key and Peele, so it's not hard for me to enjoy watching Keegan Michael Key. He's fun to watch in the movie. But overall, the entire cast, there's no like awful performances. All these actors are doing a pretty solid job with the material that they are given. And of course, they're all funny actors. So even when the movie can be boring or not hitting, at least you're watching this level of acting on screen. I do actually kind of like that first, the satirical sense of the craziness that people go through during quarantine, and how I guess they're trying to put out the fact that, actors have some sort of privilege, and the fact that they're doing this and they feel like they're getting robbed and the fans won't hate them for doing it. I like the satirical aspect of that, but that's kind of where my positives end, because this is definitely a comedy movie that I probably didn't laugh at all. This is a really not funny movie with a genius behind the scenes director and writer of comedy, and geniuses in front of the camera that are not delivering a funny movie whatsoever. This is a bland, Um, Too long movie. I mean, this movie is 2 hours and 6 minutes, way too long. This movie could have easily been a quick 90 minutes in and out. And this movie feels like it's well over 2 hours. I mean, this film is long and it has so many different characters, all with completely different personalities. And I don't think you find any of them likable whatsoever as the movie progresses, because they're kind of seeing like, oh, the actors are kind of the heroes. They're being treated like crap on set. Kate McKinnon plays the person who runs the studio, and Peter Serafinovich runs the actual production, and Fred Armisen is the director. And they're really trying to make it like they're the villains and the actors are the heroes. And it just took a weird turn, because I think it just, some of these characters did not work. Iris Apatow, who, again, I love her sister Maud, and I've only seen Iris in, again, literally just Judd Apatow related things, but she's probably the most annoying part of the whole movie. She plays a child actor who, I guess now the youngest person in the cast by a lot. And the only reason why she's cast in this film that they're making is because she's a TikTok star with over 120 million followers. And I'm not joking around. We have 3 TikTok sequences in the film where the whole cast is dancing because they want to be famous, and to get famous is to be on Iris Apatow's character's TikTok. I mean, it was laughably bad. They had to do this whole sequence. These poor actors are dancing to this TikTok sequence. I thought was not handled well whatsoever. Leslie Mann is in like the first half of the movie, and something happens to her and she's completely forgotten about for the rest of the movie. Which is weird because her husband wrote and directed the film. Karen Gillan seems just like a bland lead character. She's kind of just there because she was the lead. This is the 6th film in this franchise, and she wasn't there for 5, and they're trying to add like that to any drama. And the problem with this movie is that there's absolutely no heart to anything. It's too over the top. It's too ridiculous. These actors don't feel like real people whatsoever. And that's what Judd Apatow brings to all of his movies. There's always, yes, there's great comedy. If we're talking about 40-Year-Old Virgin or Knocked Up or Trainwreck or, King of Staten Island, and he usually brings both the outrageous comedy, but also mixing it in with real life stuff, giving you the heart that you need to make it through this type of film, to make them feel like real people. But these actors don't feel like real people whatsoever. You can't relate to really anyone in the whole film, and there's no heart, there's no emotion. And it was a big disappointment coming from someone who knows how to execute that exact comedy formula. And this might be one of his strongest, if not his strongest cast he's had. This and 40-Year-Old Virgin and This Is 40 are probably top 3 casts. There are a lot of fun cameos in this movie. I don't want to spoil, but as you know, Judd Apatow knows everyone, and it feels like everyone is in this movie. Sadly, everyone's wasted in the film. As I said, while Pascal and Bakalova and Keegan Michael Key are doing a good job and are standouts, still, you're not rooting for anyone in the film, and it's a bit disappointing. So overall, I was disappointed at the bubble, because when comedies don't make you laugh, that's just not a good sign, especially because of this all-star ensemble and a creative genius behind the camera. So big disappointment for me for the bubble. So I'm going to give it 1.5 out of 5 stars, a 28% for the bubble. Just it's not a good movie on Netflix. I know why a lot of people were excited for it. I was one of you who were excited for it, and again, comedy is subjective. So if you find this movie funny, let me know why. Who are your favorite characters in the comment section down below? My opinion is not the only opinion. Rotten Tomatoes is not the only thing. So make your own opinion. If you were excited for the movie, I still say don't check it out for yourself before you get judged by other people. But I am not recommending you guys check out The Bubble. I'm actually going to recommend you guys check out the other Netflix movie that came out today, which is called Apollo 10.5: A Space Age Childhood. So 2 Netflix films today, did both of those reviews today, including also I did a Morbius review yesterday. So when I click my other movie reviews that have been out this year, please click that playlist right there. If you want my other review of the other Netflix film, Apollo 10.5, click that link right above. Subscribe. More videos are coming, and I'll see you guys soon.